Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today, I'm going to give you guys my NBA recaps and my NBA day-to-day predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what teams you think will bring the NBA championship home. That being said, let's get it, let's go. These are just going to be short recaps of these games today, and then I'll give you guys my full recap later in the video. But yeah, if you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on your guys' notifications, please and thank you. With that being said, let's go. Alright, so Minnesota Timberwolves, Detroit Pistons. Again, this is not a shocker. This is nothing new. Detroit keeps losing games. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what losing streak they're in. I'm gonna look up later today or maybe next video of what losing streak they're in. Because I want to know if they're ever going to go back to that, 28 losing streak. But yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves. Again, do I think they're a scary team? No. They're not even close to being a scary team. You guys can say they're good on defense, or they're good on offense, or they're bad on offense, they're good on defense, or whatever you guys want to say. Whatever makes you guys happy. I just want to say they're okay on defense, they're terrible on offense. That's what I want to say. Maybe you guys want to agree or disagree, whatever you guys want to do down in the comments. Minnesota Timberwolves fans, I mean, do you guys really take your team serious? Do you guys really take your team serious? Do you guys really think Minnesota Timberwolves can actually maybe bring an NBA championship to Minnesota? I'm here to tell you no. I don't see that happening one bit. Now, do I see them getting knocked out the first round, second round? Maybe. My guess, I can see them getting knocked out second round. That's what I see. But who knows? Anything can happen. Anything can change, Again, Detroit Pistons fans are not even making it to the playoff or making it to the play-in or knockout round, whatever you want to call it. Their season always going to be tanking. But yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves fans, you guys can say what you guys want down there in the comments. You guys can say your team is scary. You can say your team sucks. You can say we're progressing. You can say whatever you want. At the end of the day, I don't see no improvement. I've seen your guys' games before, so I'm not gonna sit here and say no. So yeah, let's move on to Hawks Orlando. This was a really good game. Orlando lost by 2, 104 to 106. Now there's a lot of speculations of Ice Trae going to San Antonio, because I think he said he wants to go play with Victor. And then Dejounte Murray wants to get traded, and then Clint Capella wants to go to another team too, is what I've been hearing. I'm gonna get into all these rumors and all these check downs and see where they should go and not go. And here you guys will hear my recap on that. I will be talking about Toronto Raptors trade from Toronto to the Indiana Pacers. But yeah, really quick, we're gonna go on these recaps. Honestly, I don't think he should go to the Spurs, even if he wanted to, because I don't see the Spurs becoming a scary team. You guys can tell me in the comments, do you see the Spurs as a legit team next year or the trade deadline, whatever it is? I don't see the Spurs coming out on top if they have Dejounte Murray or they have Ice Trae, because if we recall back in when Dejounte Murray joined the NBA, he was actually with the Spurs and the Spurs got rid of him. Again, in my other video, why would you want to go to a team that traded you and they want you back? Again, we're not gonna sit here and blame the card and say the Spurs are desperate. The Spurs think Victor is not this. The Spurs think that Victor is this, but he's missing one piece. I'm here to tell you guys, regardless if you do have Victor and Ice Trae or Victor Dejounte Murray, it's probably not going to change anything. Me, in my eyes, I don't see Victor as an NBA championship ever. I don't see him on a super team. I don't see him anywhere. But again, anything can happen. The Hawks, on the other hand, who are they gonna give up to get another good player? You know, because the Hawks are trying to make that huge move too. Hawks is always getting close and then they just fall short. Every year I see them, they're always hanging around in the East 11th spot. Sometimes 9. Sometimes 9, sometimes 10, sometimes 12, if you think about it. But, I just, in my opinion, I don't think Dejounte Murray or Ice Trae should go to the Spurs. He should go to a legit team that actually likes his talent, that actually uses his talent. Just don't waste it in San Antonio Spurs. That's what I say. Let's move on to Orlando. Orlando, in the other hand, now, they are good. Now, just because they lost by 2 doesn't mean it's over. Nothing, like, they're not going to make it, okay? I've said the Orlando Magic is like the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're young, athletic, they're fun to watch. A lot of young teams like to play Orlando. A lot of young players on Orlando. Orlando has some young, athletic players. I like watching Orlando. I've seen their games. I've watched their games. In the other hand, though, it's just disappointment how they lost by 2 by the Hawks. Are they going to need another young talent team or another young talent player? You guys comment down below. And if they do, who they should get. Because if Orlando wants to make that first playoff picture or maybe playoff spot, whatever it is, they can make it. I have faith in them. I really do. I really like Orlando. Orlando's so good. I used to be these kind of, fan base where out here, like, I was like, I don't like Orlando. Orlando is that team, like, they always drop the bag. And then over a year, I started watching it. I started getting into the Orlando games. It's fun to watch again. It's good to be at their arena. It's just the only thing I don't like is the bubble 2020 being in Orlando. So now it gets me the vibes of being in Orlando every time. That's the only reason why I don't like being in Orlando, but I like the Magic, So that's where it comes from. But all in all, this game right here was fun to watch. It was good. If you guys are asking, did I watch the game? Did I see the highlights? No, I did not. Forgot to see this. But it was a pretty good game. It was a close game. It was a battle. Alright, let's move on to this game here. The Spurs versus Boston. Again, this is going to be a short recap because, again, I didn't see the game. I didn't see the highlights. And didn't do any of that. I mean, this is a shocker, right? Or no? To me, it's not a shocker because, first off, they didn't even put up 2 points. They could have shot a 3. They could have shot a 2. Boston is a legit team. Everybody keeps telling me Boston is not a good team. Boston is this. Boston's that. Boston's doing good in the regular season. And then when it comes towards playoff time, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Dinkus Pinkus, all of them, they're just going to fluke in the playoffs like they usually do. Here's the thing about them. Here's the thing I say about those players. Or here's the thing I say about those fan bases and casual players. I honestly think the Celtics can actually make it this year. Do I have a strong chance of them making it? Here's the thing. I'm a Lakers, okay? So I can't say they are and I can't say they're not. All right? Most likely, I can see them happening. I can see that happening. I can see it. Okay? I would not want the Celtics to go all the way. So that would not be pretty for the Lakers. We'll talk about them here in a little bit, but mainly I'm just saying I don't think the Celtics should make it all the way. Everybody's saying they're going to be a fluker in the playoff run. Don't forget, they got 2 good players. If Jaylen Brown doesn't do good and Jason Tatum don't do good, guess who they got? Dinkus Pinkus and Jrue Holiday. Okay? They got those 2 players. And don't forget what Jrue Holiday did. What he did in 2020 2021. What he did for the Bucks in the NBA championships. So I just want to point that out to everybody. So Even if those two players are not performing like they were in the Boston, or on the, not Boston Celtics, what Jason Tatum didn't do and what Jaylen Brown didn't do, you still got two other good players. You got Dingus Pincus and you got Jrue Holiday. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Again, the Spurs, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know. I don't think they're going to make it. Other people think they have a chance if they get traded or if they get good players back. But honestly, I say their season's over. Their season's tanking and all that. So, yeah. And the funny part is they didn't even reach 100. They didn't even reach 100. I wouldn't even call this a blowout. 98 to 117. No. I didn't see that I didn't watch the Spurs and Boston Celtics game. I didn't see the highlights. I didn't watch the game, okay? This game here, this is what's pissing me off in the NBA before everybody comes at me and says, like, what do you mean it pisses you off? This game, right? I made a prediction on it yesterday, right? Or like not yesterday, I made it early in the morning, right? And then right when the game started, it gave me a notification that said, Giannis is not playing. Giannis is out. And then they come out here and the Cavs put up 40 points on the Bucks' head. Now, we all know, we can all go back and recap. The Oklahoma City Thunder put up 62 points against the Portland Trail Blazers a few days ago, a few weeks ago, whatever you want to say. Now, this game here against the Bucks, that's bad. That's never going to get out of their head. That's going to be traumatizing right there. Okay? 40 points on the Bucks' head with Damian Lillard. Now, I'm guessing Damian Lillard was doing his normal thing, shooting threes as usual, and he keeps missing. Okay? We don't know. Okay? Guess what? I didn't tune into the game. I didn't see the highlight. After I got the notification that said Giannis is not playing, I was like, I'm not tuning into this game. This game would have been fun if it was against Donovan Mitchell and Giannis, you know, but you can't make this up, man. I just hate how Giannis, or not even Giannis, just in general, players like to and conclude themselves out of the game really quick, you know? Like, it makes no sense. Like, why can't you let the team know ahead of time? Like, literally before the game starts, like, okay, Bucks versus Cavs, okay? You should have let us know for yesterday and say Giannis is not playing in this game. Now, I don't know if people get those notifications. Me, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I do, but I don't pay attention to them. But again, Donovan Mitchell went out here and did his thing. And they were shooting a lot of threes on the Bucks. The Bucks, man. And the funny part is, they got 40 on their head. 95 to 135. You guys think I'm stopping there? No. You should have looked what happened in the second. You should have looked what happened in the first. You should have looked what happened in the third or fourth. Oh my gosh, bro. They were getting trounced everywhere. They could not make a bucket. But other than that, Donovan Mitchell did his thing. Darius Garland probably didn't play. But yeah, man. This game was not fun, regardless if you're a Bucks or a Cavs fan. For me, it did not look good because I went for the Bucks, and they definitely got blown out, regardless if you're home or away. But yeah, other than that, this game is not good. That's all I'm going to say. All right, here we go. We got Knicks Rockets. I went for the Knicks. I said the Knicks need to win this game. And guess what they did? They went out here and won, regardless if you're at home or away. Did I tune into this? No, I did not tune into this game. Did I watch the recap? No, I did not watch the recap. Again, this is just another pointless game. You guys might say this is not pointless. The Rockets needed a win in this game, right? And I said in my other video, I said the Rockets need to lose, right? And they absolutely did. So they can help another team. And that's what they did. And I'm happy the Rockets lost. The Knicks. Now, they don't have RJ Barrett no more, so it's relied on Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby. First off, OG Anunoby sucks on the Knicks. I just want to point that out. I wish we never got this trade through. It's terrible. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. But other than that, the Knicks proved me right. They did what they had to do. They went out here and they won. They didn't win them bad. They just won. Okay? It's not a blowout. Nowhere necessary. It's a blowout. But again, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson. What do I have to say? Josh Hart probably went off. I don't know. Any of those players went off on that game. Rockets came out here and they tried to get closer and closer and closer to this game. But every time the Rockets made a push, the Knicks came out and punched them in the face even harder. All I want to say is I'm happy the Rockets lost and the Knicks won. That's all I want to say. Because I needed these Rockets to lose. Do I think it's going to hold into the regular season? We'll see. We got to wait and find out, We got to wait and find out. We don't know what's going to happen, okay? Anything is up in the air. Everything is up in the air and it's blue. Because guess what? You can never predict your team winning on a winning streak. Don't I wish I can have all my teams win in one day? Can't happen. You guys say it can happen, but no, one team has to screw it up, Maybe it's against Miami. Maybe it's my Lakers. Maybe it's the Knicks. Maybe it's the Dallas Mavericks. Maybe it's the Bucks. Maybe it's, any other team out there, But again, not every team that I go for is going to probably win. I will love it, but no. And if you guys are curious of what teams do I like, 76ers, Knicks, Lakers, Miami, Bucks. Okay, now you might ask, why do you like all those teams? It's not because of the team, it's because of the players. I like Julius Randle, I like Jalen Brunson, I like Damian Lillard, I like Giannis, I like Miami, I like Bam Adebayo, I like Kimmy Buckets. Los Angeles Lakers, grew up with one of the greatest players ever. AD, Knicks, again, I just told you, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson. Dallas, Luka, Kyrie. I got a lot of teams out there. The only teams that I cannot like are the Celtics. Okay, because I'm a Lakers fan, so I can't like the team. I just like Jason Tatum. That's it. I like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Dinkus Pinkus, Drew Holiday. All those players I like. Here's the thing. I like Donovan Mitchell, but I don't like the Cavs. I like Darius Garland, but I don't like the Cavs. You get what I mean? Simple as that. But yeah, man, regardless, this was a good game for the Knicks. Knicks, thank you for winning. I needed that win desperately. Thank you. Alright, let's move on to this game here. Miami versus Toronto. Okay, Toronto Raptors came out here and they won. Not only they won, regardless if you're home or away, no matter if you're in Toronto or you're in Miami, they went out here and they won. They blew them out. You might say, this is not a blowout. Oh, this is a blowout. The funny part is, Miami couldn't even shoot a three. They couldn't even shoot 1 3 to make it to 100. This was a good game. I didn't see the highlights. I didn't watch the game, but I can tell this was a good game. Toronto is like an up and down team. Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. Okay. Now, I like RJ Barrett. I like Emmanuel Quickley, but does that mean I like Toronto? No, I don't like Toronto. What that pissed me off was this. I don't know if Miami was trying. Kimmy Buckets probably played in this game, I'm guessing, because I saw him in the last game. But other than that, this game was a bust to me. I liked the game, but it was a bust. I just wish Miami came out here and actually put more effort in it. But, yeah. Toronto, still not that good. Still not that talented. But you guys can be happy all you want. You beat a Miami team. Hey, all I'm going to say to everybody in the NBA right now that's a fan, regardless if you like these teams or not, don't be surprised if you see Miami Heat in the playoff picture. Okay? Don't be surprised. Because you know that's going to happen. I can see Miami pulling it all the way. Yeah, sure, the roster's all brand new. The roster's all young like this. But you still got two of the elite players. You got Henny Buckets and you got Bam Adebayo. So when you count out those two players, then you're not a Miami fan. That's all I'm going to say. Miami, hopefully they pull it through. Hopefully they can do what they do. That's all I'm going to say. Let's move on to this game here. This game right here is going to be a short talk. Hornets, Pelicans, this game right here is a blowout. Did I tune into the game? Did I see the highlights? And absolutely not. Absolutely not. LaMelo Ball tried to do what he could. And they still got blown out by CJ, BI, and Zion. 132 to 112. Whoever went to this game, oh my God, get your money back or something. Because this is not a fun game. This is not a pretty game. What pissed me off was the Hornets really think they're that team. But to be honest, they're dead last in the Eastern Conference. So don't even talk. You're right there where Detroit is. You're right there where the Wizards are. Why are you talking? But other than that, you can't be talking because you think you got LaMelo Ball on your team, and even that, LaMelo Ball sucks. This dude sucks. He's not even good. But other than that, yeah. B.I., CJ, and Zion did their thing, I'm guessing. They went off. They did what they had to do. This game was good for the Pelicans. They needed this win desperately. Well, I want to say desperately, but they needed this win good. That's all I'm going to say. They blew them out, probably at home or away. So I am glad I went for the Pelicans in this one. All right, let's move on to this game here. Kyrie Irving versus Anthony Davis. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving versus Anthony Davis and D'Lo. Let me say this real quick. I did watch the game. Didn't see the highlights. I watched the game because there's no point if you're watching the game. You don't need to see the highlights. It's basically the other way around too. The Lakers are trying to get Hawks player, the player that I said earlier. I forgot what his name was. They're trying to get Ice Trey, Jonte Murray, or I forgot what his name was. I really forgot. But anyways, if the Lakers do get any of those players, don't be surprised if the Lakers do terrible. Okay? Because regardless, if the Lakers get another good player or a few other players, they're still not going to be doing what they're doing. Okay? Lakers right now are on a 2-game winning streak, if I'm correct. They beat Dallas and they beat their last opponent. It's good to have some wins for the Lakers, but I feel desperate for the Mavericks because I went for the Mavs and they got blown out. The score that I saw and I was watching this whole game was 66 to 86. Now, when I saw that scoreboard, I was like, the Lakers are somehow, some way going to screw this up. That's what they always do. And guess what? They almost did. 110 to 127. Now, you might say, you don't have confidence on the Lakers? No, I don't. No, I don't. Because you know why I don't have confidence? The Lakers are that type of team. If they have a 10-point lead, they're going to make it down to 1. If they have a 40-point lead, they're going to make it down to 12. Do you guys get what I mean? They're not teams out here like the Celtics. If the Celtics have a 40-point lead, they're going to try to increase that to 70. Don't forget what happened in that last game. The Thunder had a 62-point game against the Portland Trailblazers. And guess what they try to do? They try to make it higher. So don't forget that. But man, this was a great win for the Lakers. Bad loss for the Dallas Mavericks. Bad game for Kyrie and Luka. They finally beat the Mavericks because if I'm correct, the Mavericks beat the Lakers twice. I think 2 at home and 1 in LA. Well, they beat them 3-1, so whatever it is. Whatever the number is, okay? I forgot. So many times when we played the Mavericks, I feel like the Lakers have been playing them so long. I would give a shout out to anybody on this game, but to be honest, there's no need to shout out on any of these players. But other than that, this was a good game, pretty game, fun game, whatever you want to say. I love this game so much. When I see AD versus Kyrie and Luka, I was like, let me watch this, man. Let me tune into this. Regardless, if it's a blowout, it's a blowout and it's a fun game because you get to watch your 3 favorite players. 3. Luka, Kyrie, AD. You tell me you don't want to see that matchup? I would love that. Every day, every single day. All right, let's move on to the last 2 recaps. Okay. Brooklyn Nets, Portland. Now, we're not going to talk about this game down here. I'll talk about it here in a little bit. But the Brooklyn Nets lost by 2. Okay, It's not shocker. I'm not shocking at this game. I didn't see this game, didn't see the highlights, didn't do anything, because these are two terrible teams that are not good. And the funny part is Portland won, by 2, because there was a message out. I read it and I thought this was fake, but it's real. I looked it up. DeAndre Ayton, this bozo in the NBA clown. He said he had a snowplow in Portland. Now, let me say this to you. I'm no weather expert. I didn't know it was going to be snowing out there that bad. Like, I've been out there, but I've never, ever didn't know it was snow that bad. I've been in the snow. I didn't know it was snow that bad. The last time I went, it was snowing barely. DeAndre Ayton is the funny guy. Yeah, everybody has an excuse to miss a game. Yeah, I don't want to go to this game because of my son, or I don't want to go to this game because I'm doing something important. DeAndre Ayton comes out with the funny excuses. Oh, I can't come into the NBA game today, or I can't come to work. Why is that? Oh, I have to shovel my driveway. Now, that might be the stupidest excuse to come out of the NBA game for that, but it's funny. It is funny for that. But other than that, this game was boring. This game was not fun. I did not tune into this game. I did not watch the recap of it. But yeah, let's move on to the last and final recap. I know you guys are saying this game right here is no scoreboard. It's postponed. To be honest, I forgot what it was or why it was. Maybe because I'm guessing. Honestly, I don't even want to say anything again because I don't know. I might be right. I might be wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. But maybe they're going to say give the dub to the Jazz. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm correct. Maybe they're going to move this to today. I don't know. Or maybe in the future. I don't know. But other than that, these are all the recaps of today. I wish I did tune into this game. I wish this game did start. It did not start because it was postponed for another game or another day. My bad. Another day. But yeah. But guys, that is my NBA recap. For recap, I'm going to give you guys my NBA predictions today. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below. That being said, let's go. All right, can you guys please comment down below what your guys' favorite team is and tell me what teams you guys think are going to win this game, and tell me if you guys are going to agree with me or disagree. And while you're down there, please again like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on your guys' notifications, please and thank you. Let's get on to these recaps. Some of these teams are going off of a back-to-back, so yeah. Wizards versus Knicks. Now, this game right here would be fun if the Wizards actually did compete and they're actually good this season, but no, they're not. I'm going to be going for the Knicks with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle over Kuzma and Poole because, again, they're not doing so good, the Wizards. So I got the Knicks over this one. I wouldn't say a blowout. I'll just say a win. But yeah. Toronto Raptors, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine versus Toronto Raptors versus Bulls. DeMar DeRozan and Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, and all of them. And DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. I'm going to be going for Chicago in this one. Chicago, they're 19-23, and Toronto is 16-25. So I'm gonna take Chicago, and plus I like Chicago. Chicago's a good team to watch, live. Just in general, they have a good fan base. But in general, like this season right there, this season for basketball and football, just not doing good for them. But I'm gonna take Chicago. Hopefully, their basketball season does turn around sooner than later. But I'm taking Chicago. All right, let's go. The Jazz would have a back-to-back if they played against the Warriors. But again, the Jazz, they didn't play yesterday. It was postponed. But they're playing the Thunder, but I'm just going to make my prediction on this one. I'm going to be taking the Utah. Should I take the Utah? No, I'm going to take Oklahoma City Thunder. My bad. I'm going to take SGA and Chad and all of them. I'm taking Oklahoma City Thunder. The Jazz have been in a hot streak, but I think it's going to end. I think it's going to end. I'm taking Thunder on this one. Last game, or the last 2 games. No Ja Morant Grizzlies against Minnesota Timberwolves. This would be good if Ja Morant did play. But I'm going to be taking the Memphis Grizzlies on this one. Oh, not Memphis Grizzlies. Minnesota Timberwolves on this one. My bad. Minnesota Timberwolves over no Ja Morant Grizzlies. I don't see the Grizzlies coming out here doing what they're doing. Especially with no Ja. Yeah. Alright, before I make my prediction. The player that got traded, I forgot what his name was. I keep forgetting these players' names because there's a lot of players that I talk about. Regardless, he went to the Pacers for a few draft picks and traded. To be honest, does that help the Pacers? Do you think the Pacers are actually a legit team? We gotta wait and find out. Maybe he'll play today. Maybe he will play another game. I don't know. I don't see the Pacers anytime soon becoming good because they got Tyrese Halliburton and they got all those players. But in this game here, if he does play or not, regardless, I am going to be taking the Sacramento Kings. Pascal Siakam went to the Pacers. That's the name I was trying to think of. Pascal Siakam went to the Pacers for some draft picks and all that. Regardless, if Siakam does play today for the Pacers or not, I'm still taking the Kings on this one. De'Aaron Fox, Monta Sabonis, Malik Monk, and all of them that would go out here and do a show. But yeah, guys, that is my NBA recap for today. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.